Welcome everyone. This is the Chamundai channel and I'm Chamundai. And tonight we are here for some relaxation, calming our nervous system and a little meditation. And then I will bring forth a channel message, which will be whatever our group most needs tonight. If you have any requests, feel free to put it in the chat if you have questions or any particular topics that you'd like some higher insight, as in higher beings in a dimension that is beyond where we are in this physical world. And if at any time you can't hear me or anything, feel free to unmute and let me know, or if anything happens that I'm not aware of, I love the feedback. All right, so let's take a moment now to gently close the eyes and just letting your breath settle. With each out breath, letting go of your day. And having an awareness of whether your day has been busy or what is generally happening in your life at the moment, just breathing it all out, letting go. And then just letting yourself relax into a breathing rhythm that will help you to calm and regulate the nervous system. And one rhythm that's really lovely is just breathing in a square rhythm. So you breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold out for the same count. So if you want to do 4, just breathing into 4, your count of 4. Holding for your count of 4, breathing out to your count of 4, and holding the breath out for your count of 4. And just allowing yourself to repeat that breathing pattern. And I will do that as well because I had a busy time just before this call. It's good for the channel to be calm. It's funny, I'm counting really fast. And as you continue the breathing, just really letting your awareness settle down into the lower belly. Brings us out of the head and into the heart and into the power center, our dantian, around the solar plexus area, just breathing there. Imagine there's a beautiful light in that lower area of the body. And it's beaming out to the edges of your energy field, your aura. And then when you get a sense of that illumination in that area, moving to your heart, allowing yourself to think some thoughts of gratitude. Just repeating to yourself things that you're grateful for. And then again, letting light, imagine you can light a flame or a candle that's very bright inside your heart, and let it illuminate out to the edges of your aura, creating a beautiful bubble all around you, and at the same time clearing and cleansing. And as you do that, moving the attention up into the center of the head, And bringing forth a violet flame to cleanse through the mind any thoughts, and letting that violet flame cleanse right out through the mind and the head, clearing away any worries, any fears, any thoughts. Let them breathe out the back of the head and down the back of the neck and out the back of the body, releasing and letting go. We call on Saint Germain and the violet flame to illuminate that beautiful clearing flame through our bodies, and let it clear through the whole of your aura. And you can let it extend right out into your house as well. And as you're doing that, I'm going to invoke our energies and protection for tonight. We're going to call on the Supreme God, Divine Mother Father, call on our souls and divine selves. And across time and space, we call on our guides, teachers, and great illumined masters. I call on my teacher, Sri Shakti Narayani Amma. Om Namo Narayani. Call on Yeshua, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Buddha, Kuan Yin, all the illumined beings from all traditions, and the angels and the archangels of the highest frequency. We call on our guardian angels and the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and ether. We ask that they surround us, illuminate, and balance within our system. We pay our respects to the traditional owners of the land that we're each on. We send love and gratitude to the land spirits. And we let them know that we're coming in peace. In peace. And just continuing to allow that violet flame to cleanse and purify through your whole system. You can tune into your body, see how it feels, any emotions, any sensations. If you feel like it needs clearing, just intend that that violet flame goes through that part of your body or clears any emotions, maybe through the throat. And just for that process to continue, I'm going to take a minute just to tune in and ask the masters and the angels who might like to give us a message. It was feeling like some angels are there to talk to us, but I'll just check in and see. So I'll be quiet for a moment and then I'll start speaking when they come through. Is cleared, you might want to rest inside the heart as we expand our heart frequency together. It brings a beautiful unified field of love for us to receive the message. Beloved ones, we come forth tonight as the angels of peace to speak to you at this time in your human calendar that you call Christmas. This is a time when we wish to bring the blessings and energy of the Christ and the peace that passes all understanding. And yet we understand that for many humans at this time, this is a time when peace may be absent from your lives. It may be that there are relationships which are difficult. There may be grief and loss at the memory of loved ones who are not with you on this Christmas celebration. And we would bring forth the healing balm for the hearts of any who may be suffering at this time. And we do this with great love and compassion as we understand the human journey is multifaceted and varied. And while those of you here in this moment may relate or may not totally relate to this, there will be others hearing this message who will understand, and you will know others in your circle of friends and family who at the time of the celebration of Christmas feel sadness as well as the joy of celebration. And it is a time when those who follow the tradition of Christianity remember the birth of the Christ child, and yet even that memory can bring forth the understanding that they have and the teachings that have been given about the death Christ being, which took place, as you are aware, at the time that you call your Easter celebration. And yet we would say at this time that the true message of the Christ is the energy is, of course, within each human and within each human heart. And the presence of the Christed being, who was the avatar of that unconditional love and healing, who came forth on the earth to teach humans. The teaching at this time is that that Christ energy is within the heart and soul of every human. And while many do not behave as if they are beacons of unconditional love, this is as it must be, for the energies within humanity are still evolving and developing in the same way that a seed grows into a plant. And at first, one can see nothing but the seed and may dismiss the power that lies within that seed. As you may know, some of the largest trees have the smallest seeds that they commence their life from. And unlike humans, as the trees get older and older, they become more and more magnificent. And so does the human consciousness and the soul. And yet the human body, there is a belief system that has been integrated into humanity that when the human body ages, it must deteriorate. And we would encourage rethinking of this paradigm. This does not need to be the reality, and your human race can show you many examples of humans whose bodies are older and yet they function at a high level. And this has always been and always will be. The human thinking process creates all sorts of distortions in the capacity of humans to be unbelievably love and life filled. And so until your last breath in this human body, you can be filled with life force. And at this time when the comet, the three-eye atlas named, coming close to the earth, is bringing forth such light and transformation that it is a time to breathe this in and allow it to transform the cellular structure and the DNA. so that there is no need to age in the way that you have perhaps been programmed by those within the human race who may either misunderstand the capacity of humans or choose to minimize the capacity of humans. And it does not matter in this moment what is the underlying reason for the messages that are part of the human consciousness. It is important to understand that nothing needs to remain as you have believed in your life up until this point in your linear time, or even time itself is transforming. You may notice that time seems to either stretch or shrink, and this will be in accordance with your own personal consciousness and where your consciousness resides. For if your consciousness is stretching into the new realms, then time will become almost meaningless and circular, and you may be unable to decide what day it is because the calendar will have less importance or meaning. And yet you can drop into that structure as you need to do it, and you will find yourself moving between timelines and paradigms. And as the consciousness of humanity raises, as it is in the process of doing, many new experiences will be available to all of you as humans. And as you choose to dedicate yourself with devotion to your spiritual practices and your path, this will reap great rewards. It is not a time to be distracted by your world news unless it is giving you good news. It is a time to be surrounded by uplifting music, meditation, frequencies that uplift your heart and bring you joy. It is a time to practice activities that bring you joy. It is a time to laugh and play and have fun, and to let go of any serious persona that may belong to the old age, as in the previous time of your life. For truly on this day following your solstice in December of your year 2025, there is the start of a new awakening and a new birth. And as you move into your new year of 2026, the endings of this year will be left behind, and you will have what you might see or experience as a blank slate to create all that you wish to create in your year and in your life. And in order to do this, your options will be different if your frequency and your vibration is as high as you can take it. So in the same way, when you walk from the ground floor of a building to the top floor of 12 stories and you look out, you get a different view. And so if you take your consciousness from the third dimension or the lower places or the lower emotions, and you take the frequency into peace and into unconditional love, then what you have open to you as experiences and as options will be vastly different and will bring you much joy and much fun. And it is the following of your passion and offering of your gifts that are unique to you as per your soul blueprint that will bring you into a place of joy, as the true joyful nature comes from sharing. And this giving and sharing and holding the joyful frequency brings forth the opening deeper into the consciousness of the Christ. For truly, The life of a Christed being is a life in service to others. And that service may be holding a high frequency and dedicating yourself to your practices that will hold that high frequency. And your life of service may be in sharing your gifts and talents, whether they be speaking to people, doing kind deeds, sharing music, anything that uplifts your heart that you enjoy. For truly the purpose of the human life is to evolve, and that evolution is assisted by service and by a dedication to remembering that you are already an illumined being, and the twin flames or the twin eyes of devotion, dedication, and service are what will help you on your track, staying in your lane as a human, becoming more and more illumined. And then the human journey becomes quite simple. There is no need to be worried about anything if your life becomes dedicated to service and dedicated to your spiritual path and your spiritual practices. And these practices need not be always what you have done in the past, for you may find that at this time you wish to spend more time in nature, and as you do, you will feel the healing of the trees, and this will uplift your energy in a way that your meditation perhaps is not doing. You may desire to swim in the ocean, remembering your time perhaps in Lemuria as one who connects with the energy of the dolphins and whales, and allowing the codes of the ocean and these beautiful sea creatures to reawaken inside you. This is a time of exploration, as it is a new time on your earth for humans to start to explore a higher consciousness. And while it is a time of collective awakening and oneness and unity, each human can find their own way into that unified space of unconditional love. You may have a question at this time. Question. It may help to have some time to focus on the rainbow light. Contemplate a rainbow as the spectrum of colors, and yet the colors are not separate. Is it possible to separate the green from a rainbow? In the black and in the white, there may be all of the colors, and yet the spectrum spreads them into the beautiful sequence. And as a rainbow holds all the colors, it is also a complete circle, although you usually only see half of the circle with your human eyes. This is a time to allow yourself to study the mysteries that uplift you and the mysteries that you are curious about. In the next year of 2026 is a beautiful time to study anything that brings you joy. It may be something to add to your own skills and talents, or simply something that you are curious about, that you wish to dive deeper into, and this will be a good time for this activity in this next year. There may be some who wish to explore the nature of crystals, for with the expansion of the earth, crystals are becoming more and more alive. And dormant codes inside the earth are waking up and feeding the earth and those who walk upon it. There may be some who wish to travel, and the land will you. You may wish to spend some time going deeper into your own knowledge of your own soul. Perhaps you will take yourself out of your usual place of living and working and into a space where you can focus on diving deeper into your own soul, that the voice of your soul becomes as familiar as your own voice. For of course your soul's voice is you, and yet it may have been a more quiet whisper than the voice of your egoic structure, which has built up over time. It is important to spend time in silence and getting to know different frequencies and voices or sounds or impulses inside your body and your mind. It may be that your messages come through emotional reactions or physical sensations, as the physical body still must manage the frequencies that are awakening. And this would all come under the heading of knowing yourself more deeply than ever before and loving yourself more completely than ever before. For the biggest obstacle for human awakening is the self-criticism, the self-doubt, the self-judgment, the guilt and the shame, all of these human habits, for they are simply habits that can be let go of as you choose to become more self-empowered. Those habits are a big obstacle on your pathway to holding the frequency and the embodiment of the Christ consciousness. For one cannot hold unconditional oneself and also hold guilt or shame. We would highly recommend letting these go. And this requires simply installing your new habit of self-complimenting. Practice each day, telling yourself how grateful you are for yourself, how loved you are by yourself and by the higher realms, and how much you are wanted and needed exactly as you are. Let it go past whatever has happened at an earlier moment in time. In some ways does not even really exist. And so why bother about it? Why spend time thinking about past events which are not happening at this moment now? You may want to change those past events. You can change how long I define. Let them go and practice of your soul, not past. And all of you who are listening now or in the future hold much mastery. Sometimes this mastery is covered or forgotten, and yet it is resting, waiting for you to be connected to it again. Remember, this is not the first time or the only lifetime that your soul has been in a human body. And that life in many forms at many different times has meant that your soul has had many, many experiences, and these are all within the availability of you in this life again now. There is a practice which may be useful to use and remind yourself that you are peace. That peace is within you. And you may wish to find some music that brings you to a state of peace within your nervous system. Find any modalities that will help you to let go of anything that causes your nervous system to react into stress. But this will not help at your calibrate to the frequency of called imperfect divine timing for each person. So at this time, we will conclude to say that we send great love, and we see that you all have much courage for your spiritual path and your life as a human. For this, we congratulate you, and we trust that you remember and see your courage and a great capacity and devotion. We encourage you to use and share your gifts in the way you choose. That frequency to be your service on this planet, helping the upliftment of humanity. There'll always be those who are the way showers, who are a step ahead of the others towards the enlightenment and the consciousness of the Christ. It is with great love that we complete this transmission now, and we say bye. And we will come again. Good. Lovely. If anyone has any questions at any time, feel free to reach out and ask about individual channeling sessions and my channeling packages. I take spiritual pilgrimages to India. The next one will be in April 2026. Details on my website, which is laughterlawyer.com.au. Details will all be below. And I hope you all have a very beautiful rest of